Hey, welcome back.
What am I supposed to do? Just sit here and let everything spoil?
We have arrived
I
at.
thought Meridian was open to all, Carja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
Oh, yeah, here we go. So we've arrived at Meridian.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
Assassination. What's it got to do with me?
What's going on here? Olin's in there, somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Amazing.
If this keeps up, I'll be broke in a month.
It's always the merchants.
My father died in the sun.
City's locked down.
Not getting through, Outlander.
Halt! Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
Give yourself some time. You'll find your footing.
Not at the rate I've been drinking.
And what would your sister have said about that?
I know, you're right. I should expect more of myself. She always did.
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay, okay. Come on.
So many people here, all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl. Is she a Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
Vengeance for Ursa! How long will Avad hide in his palace? Till they see blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa! How long will Avad hide in his palace?
Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered, and her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's
This well
court.
is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Azeram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
Family portrait. Woven fabric painted with ochre and insect-derived pigments. Shows the family unit.
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Okay. Well, I guess talking to Aaron is out of the picture now.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Fourth day. I am a traitor now, and I see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed? No. There is no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge. All I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Share your thoughts. Tear the leaves, send the pages, to show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I'd wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. 15th day. The same dream. Your hair in the forge light. Our son's weight on my shoulders. All of us free. You turn to me and whisper, "It is a dream." I answer, "Yes, I know." And then wake, alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives, if treachery is the cost, I will pay it. 34th day. Every week, the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low. Scrabbling to find the carcasses of ancient demons, it's weapons they want. Must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Erend and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day, my silence betrays them. The villains watch through this device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat, but fire and spit she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself must be. 54th day. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? That device must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at Daytower. Now I am called to dig in the rock wreath. They promise another glimpse of you, of our son. How I hope to see you both. Yeah. And then lastly we have this map. Oh yeah, I need to examine it.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Right. No.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Well...
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Redridge Pass, you said. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that for a bit. Okay, so find Olin at the excavation point.
This place smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
Now, wait. Ukan, yeah, no. We're not. We could talk to him, but we're not gonna talk to him. The quest that he's going to give us is the same quest that we can get by just going over here. And I don't like talking to him, so I'm not going to.
This is the Hunter's Lodge. Only members and invited guests are allowed in.
How do I get invited?
You've come all the way from the Savage East, right? You must have come across some of our hunting grounds. Each one has a set of hunting trials. If you pass a trial, you get an award called a half-sun. Win 3, and I'll let you in. Now off you go.
Okay.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Wow, you just phased through Vilgund.
Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learn how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation. It's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the Savage East. The East. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return.
I'm sorry for what
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said the king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wherein chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage.
I like her.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any. You ready? Let's trade then.
Oh. I haven't got any of them, so yeah.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods. I'd like to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
But you just did, so...
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Take a look at these wares.
Excuse me, Outlander?
Why would I want these things? Why would I want a dirty basket? Why?
I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
Yeah, I know you. Okay, let's, oops, cancel. How do I zoom in more? I can't zoom in more. Never mind. Okay, so I've talked to these two. And talk to this dude.
Check out these wares.
Or lady. I can't remember. Dude. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Well.
Don't pass up these goods. Find goods.
Can you spare a moment? Someone robbed my house. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Come take...
Okay.
Won't find better wares.
That must be the spire. It's huge.
Yeah, it is pretty big. It's bigger than it looks. Okay, I'm trying to go up to that quest marker. Or
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
undiscovered quest. Whatever. You know what?
Obi-Wan.
But other than that,
I've got all the best goods here.
how do I get up there? I can't remember.
Bison.
Oh, I accidentally found the crime scene. Or something.
These aren't good. I've got all the best goods here.
Okay, first off, I keep getting distracted by the actual current quest marker. I am trying to find
Would you like to buy something today?
that quest. And it's not really helping to be continuously chasing after my current quest. I don't know why, like, this is, it's not exactly,
I work hard every day and sleep like a...
what does that sound like happens whenever I walk by here?
Buy what you need.
Yeah, I need to get up there. Oh yeah, here we go. I just need to walk up these stairs. Here we go. I can talk to these guys first. I think. Oh no, I can't.
You're Nora.
Naman.
I'm the mournful Naman.
Now you're mournful.
My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. While Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffer no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. A shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spires shining.
So clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
You look like you've traveled far, Outlander.
From the Great Plains. But not alone. Never alone. This was a city of cages 2 harvests ago. Wooden bars leave marks. I kept those marks. I can still feel the bars.
They took you as a slave, but you escaped.
During the liberation. My friend and I, they'd put us to work in the quarries together. We'd grown alike, so we fled together. But in the smoke, the trees, we ran right into the machines. I kept running. I thought she was just behind me. She is still. Wherever I go, just behind me. And that's why I came back. To finally free us from that moment. But I need your help to do it.
You're not like the others. You wear machine parts, but you hunted them yourself.
How can you tell?
A hunter knows a hunter. My people run with the great metal herds among the northern glaciers. But the glint hawks at Sun's Climb are too strong for me. So I cannot fulfill my vow to paint the story of my people there. How the madness of the machines spread to the Karja, and they sent their soldiers, feet frost blackened, to bring us here in chains. Our shamans, who sing the machine songs, many were taken to their deaths. Their songs go unfinished in Banur. Help me honor them. Help me paint their story. I ask you this. Hunter to hunter.
Right. So that's all of the quests in this area. Field of the Fallen. A moment's peace. Honor the Fallen. Hunting for the Lodge. Okay.
I like Meridian fine, but I prefer the country. Or at least I did, before the machines got so bad.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought for some reason...
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Right.
I've got all the best goods here. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Only the finest goods here.
The thief broke the lattice on the way out. And some blood. Looks like they cut themselves on the splinters. Drops of blood leading the way.
Yeah, that's a lot of blood for a splinter.
Buy what you need. Leave the rest.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Would you like to buy something today?
Still more blood. The thief got cut.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Only the finest someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Yeah.
Check out these wares.
Go to the base of the stairs. Oh. Right.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
Huh.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by.
If those traders across the lake feel like I do, this ceasefire won't last long.
It's an excuse for Sunfall to build up its military until they choose to strike again. The fear in the city is gone.
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Would have been. As well as, you know, a lot of other places.
Would you like to buy something today?
Ever since the ceasefire, it's like the sun has risen again after a long, long night.
Oh, there you are.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen.
Do I have that yet?
You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
You know what I really... Okay, you know what? I need to, vessel collectibles, mystery boxes... Machine resources, artifact collectibles, eclectic collectibles. I think this is the one I need. Before I keep going, there is something that one of the merchants sells over here. Can't remember which one, but I think...
A moment of your time, Outlander?
No, not him,
What did you want to talk about?
You were an Outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theridine is sweeter still.
These metal flowers, what are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machines started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Huh. Flower collectibles, machine resources, mystery boxes, vessel collectibles, eclectic collectibles, artifact collectibles. Okay, so maybe it's just the hunting goods guy then that I'm looking for. Oh.
These damn hussar are stirring up tension.
Oh, a lengthy scroll of parchment. Alright. The liberation of Meridian, an official account ascribed by the reckoners of the Sun Priests and marked with the emblems of truth by exacting Wherein, who witnessed these events. In the 21st year of the 13th Sun King Duran's reign, the twilight time of his madness, the Sun King's own favored heir was put to death. The radiant Kadaman's crime was to demand an end to his father's act of bloodshed, and the sacrifice set that end in motion. Duran's second heir, the Radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard, soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northward, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was that when Duran made that proclamation, they had already traveled far, and in time they did reach the edge of the Sundom and crossed into Osram territory. For Avad was canny, and planned to negotiate terms with the Osram. He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa, a fierce Osram warrior, with whom Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ursa had been brought to Meridian as a captive, destined for sacrifice. But she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, who returned at once to the Osram homeland. Now, desperate for allies, Avad sought out the Osram he had helped to free. Ursa had ties with the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a war band and move to overthrow Duran. And as a rightful heir to the throne of the sun, Avad hoped to inspire many of his people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city, laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet, wise Avad knew that Duran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing the lives of its citizens if it would hold the city against a siege. He found kestrels and city guard already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot, but Avad's Osram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer wall, bringing many defenders down with great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts of the palace, while the main force overcame the barricaded city gates with cannon fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city, as Avad forbade any further destruction. In the streets, too many scenes of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the Sun Ring slave pits were opened and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Duran's supporters seized their chance to flee with this flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, the Sun King Duran ordered his trusted kestrels to take Edaman, his sole remaining heir, from the city. Helus, terror of the sun, cleaved a path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Helus and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Edaman, his mother, the Dowager Queen Nasadi, and the high sun priest Bahavas escaped. Avad confronted Duran in his solarium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down. As the murder of a true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow, Duran's death proved that the sun had renounced his legitimacy. Yes, sun had turned shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out to the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected in this first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Okay, so I kind of wondered, like, after Avad took over and killed Duran for his crimes, the Red Raids and everything, I wondered how it was that everybody just accepted him. But if they believed that the death of a true Sun King would plunge the world into darkness, and it didn't happen, obviously, then they would think, oh, well, I guess this guy's the actual Sun King then. So, or like the true Sun King, since the world's not in shadow. Even though that's what you would expect, but... Okay. Anyway... Yeah, I never read that entire thing. I probably should have.
Won't find better wares.
Yeah, hello, dude. I need to talk to you. Not weapons, not outfits, resources. Golden fast travel pack, that's what I need. This thing is, allows endless fast travel without using any resources, but I need a fox skin. I need a fox skin in order to buy it. So, I'm going to oh, I see. Well, I'm just gonna continue with this one, just hunt down foxes as I see them. Whoa, that was weird.
Shadow Carja ambushed Cap.
Yeah, so the Shadow Carja, the Carja and Shadow fled to the west after the Sun King, after their Sun King was overthrown. Hello.
He should kill his brother Eaton like he killed his father and be done.
What?
The Asaram family next door keeps me up all
He
night.
killed Jiran because of his crimes. Well, we'll see about Edaman, won't we?
Hot as a forest fire.
Is it?
Look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get
stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
All the best goods here.
Won't find.
Metalbot here. Good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court. Not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-ball lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you
Demand and supply.
trying to attract?
Okay, so I still have the same
We were agreed.
quest.
I do the calling, you do the counting.
I wouldn't say agreed.
I don't complain about your counting,
My daughter's made
other than
friends
it
with some
takes too
Oseram girls
long.
from down the road.
I wouldn't have to check it twice if you'd
Don't
stop
pass up
droning
on
in my
anything.
ear.
Look, I've got a pair of sturdy Oseram.
Fun times. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna... Any foxes. There's two. It's a raccoon. Yeah, I shot it just because I didn't want to run into those. I guess I haven't scanned the charger before. Yeah, I didn't want to run into the chargers. I was gonna just say chargers, but then hello, Snapmaw.
Just that nagging feeling that something's going wrong.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
Collect valuable objects.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Yeah.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Seems our bandits try to get past me. They'll have a fight. Mark my words.
Go to the fork in the road. Well, I'm tempted to just use one of my fast travel packs. Or wait, that probably wouldn't even work.
Stocking up?
Let's look on the map. Well, I could get a large distance there anyway. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go a certain distance. Well, now I'm just gonna go and hunt for foxes on the way. There's a rabbit. Dang it. Guess I can't climb up on that. Fine. Adios. Adios. Oh my gosh. Just leave me alone, please. How far are you gonna follow me?
Low and quiet does it.
Anyway. Fox. Oh yeah, I was hunting down a fox. Where did it go? That's a raccoon. Did I chase it away accidentally? Guess so. That sucks. Oh yeah. I killed a watcher with an arrow. I think I almost forgot it. No, that's not it. Okay, there's 2 foxes. Is that what I need? I think so. Or is it fox bone? I can't remember.
This must be the sun's climb, where the Bannock wants to paint his mark.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It's higher level though. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. We'll be back here anyway. The natural course of events will take us back to this area. Oh, hello. Long leg. Oh, come on.
They're screaming for me.
Oh, another.
Just go about your business.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oops. That was a total miss. Oh my freaking heck. Would you stop? My goodness. If it was just the sawtooth, it wouldn't be so bad.
Get it while I can.
Come on. Come on.
That's it. Nothing to see here.
That's not what I meant to do. I need this skill for knocking over large machines.
Now they're hunting me.
Huh.
Need them soon enough.
For sure, for sure. Actually. There we go. We're free up, or full up on that. Free up. Let's see. This one is good. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pause here and record another episode as soon as this finishes encoding.